Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing a Blackluster Soldier deck profile. So this deck is a deck that I haven't profiled in a little while actually, and I'm really excited to do this deck profile. So this deck is super fun. It summons a really awesome monster in Blackluster Soldier Super Soldier, and it even summon the old school Blackluster Soldier monster, which is really amazing, and even Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. So there's just so many Blackluster Soldier monsters that you can summon in this deck that it's absolutely crazy. So without further ado guys, let's get straight on this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this deck down in the comments down below, and let's get straight on to this. And hit that bell so you guys can become part of the notification squad. So we're going to be playing 3 copies of Blackluster Soldier Super Soldier, which is the big boss monster of the entire deck. You can ritual summon this card with Super Soldier Ritual, and if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the monster's attack that's sent to the graveyard. And if this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if your opponent or in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Gaia the Fierce Knight, which we don't play Gaia the Fierce Knight in this deck anyways, from your hand, deck, or grave, and you can only special summon Blackluster Soldier Super Soldier once per turn. So it kind of has a Flame Wingman effect, and you can only special summon him once per turn, which kind of sucks in a way, but it's not a big deal. He needs a little bit of restriction. He is Blackluster Soldier after all. But he's a really awesome card to be able to summon and be able to attack your opponent. And he can even add buffs to him by using Beginning Night and Evening Twilight Night to make him more like the Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. So then we play 1 copy of Blackluster Soldier himself, which is a really awesome card. He has no effect really, but he's basically here just to be able to gain the additional abilities off of Evening Twilight Night and Beginning Night as well, to be able to ritual summon him. Then we play 1 copy of Implication Chalice Slime. This basically is just here to be able to spell summon the other implications from our hand, which is just kind of nice to be able to use him. And he's a part of the Implication engine. Then we play 3 copies of Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. You guys may think that this is a little bit bricky. I never thought I would be able to say I'm playing 3 copies of Envoy at the beginning. But hey, here we are. But basically, he can either target a monster on the field and banish it, but he can't attack that turn, or during the battle phase, if he is attacking and destroys an opponent's monster by battle, he can make it a second attack in a row, which is really awesome. This card used to be limited to 1, and now it's at 3, which is just nuts to me that this card's at 3. And you just have to banish a light and dark monster from your graveyard to special summon it. Then the next card that I'm playing is a little tech of mine. I know some people might be playing it with Blackluster Soldier deck profiles, but this card is just special. So don't forget to comment down below. Tell me what you think it is right down there, guys. Don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. So let's see what we're playing. So I'll reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Comment down below. Tell me what you think it is. So here we go. It is 1 copy of Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. I know, I never thought I'd be able to say that. He did just get an errata, and you're able to play him at 1 now. But I just can't believe that I'm getting to play a Chaos Emperor Dragon and Blackluster Soldier in the same deck. Like, that's just absolutely nuts to me that you can play both of them. And that I just can't get over that. So it's just a really amazing card to be able to play as a 1-of and be able to trigger your Beginning Night and your Evening Twilight Night's ability off of banishing them from the grave to be able to special summon either Envoy in your deck. Like, you guys ought to give me a like at least for that, being able to play both Envoys in a deck. And then we play 1 copy of Chaos Dragon Levinair, which is kind of like a pseudo Envoy. I just play 1 copy of it. You have to banish 3 monsters in combination of light and dark monsters. If you only banish light, you can special summon a monster from your grave in defense. If you only banish dark, you can shuffle a random card from your opponent's hand into the deck. If you banish both light and darks, destroy up to 2 cards on the field. It's just really awesome. I feel like it's a good 1-of in the deck. I probably wouldn't play it more than 1, but it's just a really interesting 1-of. Then we play 3 copies of Beginning Night. If it's banished from your graveyard, you get to add a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand, which is pretty cool. And if you use it to ritual summon a Blackluster Soldier monster, it gains the ability that once per turn, you can target a card your opponent controls and banish it. And then it also gains the ability of when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the grave, you can activate this effect. This card can make an second attack in a row, which is really cool. And I love that ability. And it's just really cool. But you can only use 1 or the other per turn. So it basically makes it Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. Then we play 3 copies of Evening Twilight Night as well. Basically, when you use it to ritual summon a Blackluster Soldier monster, it gains the following effects. You can target a card your opponent controls and banish it, or once per turn, you can banish a random card from your opponent's hand face down, which is until your opponent's next in phase, which is really cool to be able to do, like Constellar, or not Constellar, but Cyframe Lord Omega, your opponent's hand, and I really love that ability. It's really cool to be able to do that. And if you banish this card from your graveyard, you get to add a ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Then we play one Envoy of Chaos. Basically, you discard this card when a Blackluster Soldier monster is battling, or Gaia the Fierce Knight is battling, which we don't play Gaia the Fierce Knight, and it gains 1500 attack. You can banish a light and dark monster from your graveyard to add this card back to your hand during the end phase, which is pretty cool. You really only need one copy of it, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think you'd ever need more than one, so I just played it as a one of. And then for the last card that I play for the Blackluster Soldier Chaos-ish engine is one copy of Super Soldier Soul. This card's interesting because you get to send a Blackluster Soldier monster from your hand to the grave, and until the end phase of the next turn, this card's attack becomes 3k, which is amazing, and this card's name becomes Blackluster Soldier, and you can banish from your graveyard to add a Beginning Night or an Evening Twilight Night from your deck to your hand, which is really cool to be able to add the exact piece you need when you need it. So that's it for the kind of Chaos-ish engine. I'm going to show you guys the Ritual Searching engine as well. I'm going to leave Chalice Slime up here because I kind of lobbed it in with all of the ritual support. So we're going to leave that up here and go through the Implication engine. So for the implications, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Talismandra, 2 copies of Candle, 2 copies of Bookstone, 2 copies of Pensaplume. So basically you play these just to kind of be able to add the ritual monsters you need from your deck to your hand and use them for ritual summons as well, which is really easy to do. And then I play 3 copies of Manju of the 10,000 hand. You need the 3 copies of Manju in this deck because Manju just lets you search a ritual spell or ritual monster, whichever one you need, which really helps out a lot. So that's it for the ritual search kind of engine. And then let's get into the spells, guys. So I know that's a lot of monsters in this deck. We don't play any traps anymore in this deck. I actually drop Beginning of Heaven Earth for the implications. So Implication, Inception is another card that's kind of plays into the, I guess, implication engine. You kind of need one of it to just be able to ritual summon. It gives us more ritual, options. Then we play 1 copy of Super Soldier Soul just to ritual summon our Blackluster Soldiers a little easier. This is the best ritual spell in the deck, which is Super Soldier Synthesis. You can use this card to special summon any Blackluster Soldier ritual monster from your hand or grave, which is amazing. Which kind of helps us. If you have this in your hand, you can use like Super Soldier Soul, and it doesn't really matter that it's in the grave by using Synthesis. So you can use this card to ritual summon those, and then you must send either 1 light and 1 dark monster from your hand and 1 from your deck to ritual summon whose total level exactly equals 8. And it's kind of convenient that Blackluster Soldier's level is 8, and your Beginning Night and your Evening Twilight Nights are both level 4 and 4s. Like, so you can use both of these with Evening or with Soul Super Soldier Synthesis and give him both of their effects, which is just really awesome to make this literal Super Soldier. So then we play 3 copies of Gateway to Chaos. Gateway to Chaos is really good in the deck because when it's activated, you can add a Blackluster Soldier ritual monster from your deck to your hand. And then every time a card is sent from your hand or field to the grave, or each time a monster is sent from the field or a hand to the grave, you get to place a spell counter on it. And then for each of those spell counters, maximum 6, you get to once per turn remove 3 from this card to add a ritual spell from your deck to your hand, which is just really helpful to be able to do, to be able to add ritual spells from your deck to your hand. And then we play 3 copies of Called by the Grave. Called by the Grave really helps because you can just stop your opponent from interrupting you with hand traps. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So the extra deck, we don't really use that much. You could probably ride without an extra deck and go with Pot of Extravagance if you really wanted to. So we're going to play 2 copies of Isolde. I don't play any of the equip spells because I feel like they're a little bit of bricks in the way, and we don't really need to summon them all that often. Boral Sword, you can make it every so often. Boral Load, because it's, one of those every so often kind of things. Trispania, I make this a little bit because I'm not really worried about my field spell all that often once I get my searches off. Unicorn, just to bounce stuff. Phoenix to pop spells and traps. Cerberus to pop monsters. I make these quite a lot and Underclock Taker just to basically target a face-up monster on your side of the field and one on your opponent's side of the field. Reduce the attack of the opponent's monster by the attack of the monster you control, and then let it gain attack. So it's really good. It's a really good card. Hope Harboring Dragon Titanic Galaxy. I made this actually a lot more than you'd expect, because you just make this and then steal spells off your opponent's side of the field and negate them. Then I play I play Utopia and Utopia the Lightning. I don't play Hope, or what is it called, S39. You don't really need it because you're going to just OTK your opponent anyways. You could play the middle one, what is it called, Utopia Prime. You could play Prime if you wanted to and drop maybe Tornado Dragon, if you wanted to drop Tornado Dragon, or even one of the Link monsters. Maybe drop an Isolde for it if you wanted to, if you want to get that second attack off. With Utopia, which happens actually a lot. That's my usual go-to card is this. I thought about putting Utopia double in here, but I didn't want to put the brick in the deck with double or nothing. Then I play one copy of Evil Sworn Exciton Knight just to kind of blow board if I need to blow board, and Baguska just to kind of stop my opponent from doing things while I'm getting all my ritual stuff together if I need to. But the only thing that you have to keep in mind is if you have implications on the field, you kind of locks you out of your extra deck, so that's why it's not really needed to have an extra deck. You could totally make this deck without it, and it would still run fine, but I would totally get a couple of rank 4s, because you're going to need rank 4s, and maybe the 2 Nightmare monsters. The rest of it's kind of there, and it can happen, but you really just need, this and this. This stuff up here, I don't usually summon all that often, but it's there. Maybe Isolde. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this deck profile down in the comments down below. I have to say, I actually do summon Isolde a little bit because you get to search that one warrior monster, which usually I'm going to search BLS, the big BLS, Envoy, this guy, off of it. I do summon that quite often, and that's the one that you really, really need for the Link monster. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this deck profile down in the comments down below. Hit that bell so you can become part of the notification squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.